What's up, everybody? Y'all already know who it is, TheOtakuFix. We're back with another interview today for all of you guys. Of course, you know me, JD, and you know G as well. But we have the creator of Backfire, Chlolorized. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you for inviting me, guys. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Another beautiful day.
Another beautiful day in my hot state that can't wait to leave from, but you know, that's a story for another day. I'm trying to go where the weather is nice, you know, where G is, where they barely have heat. Good times.
Hey.
Good times.
Man, you just don't be knowing, bro. I'm telling you how I think be switching on you.
Man, look.
Come out with shorts, and next thing you know, you got to come back in the house and put jeans on and a sweater.
At least you don't have to carry a AC unit with you wherever you go. So be happy about that. Be happy about that.
All right, bro.
All right, so so Chlolorized, why don't you give a brief introduction for those of you who may haven't heard of you already or know about your series Backfire?
Hi everyone, I'm Chlolorized and I am the creator of Backfire on Webtoon Canvas. So brief introduction of myself. I guess I am a video game student, so I study in video game development and all. And I am also a comic creator on the side, so I write and create my own comics, and I guess that's pretty much it. There's to know. How
is it going being a video game student while creating your own comic?
It has its challenges. It is hard. Like first term I was managing. Last term it was a bit hard. Like we had to create this huge game, so obviously it's a lot of teamwork and all, and so you have to give in like your 100% always to your school projects and to your teammates actually. So it's school goes first mostly, and comics goes after. So yes, it's a huge challenge, but it's fun. I mean, it's stressing.
And are you in the coding side or the graphic design side?
I'm not in the coding side. I am definitely not. We had some programming classes, but I'm so new. I don't understand anything programmation wise. It's complicated. I am actually in the more artistic side, so I'm heading more towards like being a concept artist. So create like the concept for the game, the characters, the environment, and so yeah, that's pretty much what I do, I guess.
Nothing wrong with that.
Now, is that something you always wanted to do, or that's just something you picked up like the last few years or something?
It's something that I kind of always wanted to do it, but I did not expect it to be like this, I guess. Like I've always wanted to be like a concept artist, but I did not expect the video game development, like program in general, being like this. I kind of expected it to be a bit more artsy and all, but it's really technical. It's a lot of like I said, it's a lot of coding, a lot of programmation, a lot of technical stuff, and but it's still fun. It's really challenging. You get to learn a lot of software, a lot of programs. So definitely I've been thinking about it, and I guess I've been wanting to do this for a while. But yeah.
Now, was there any video game that you initially played that made you want to go down that path, or?
Zelda.
Oh, right. So what's your favorite?
Twilight Princess, I think. Like you too. It's the best. I just love the graphics.
That one's a tie with Ocarina of Time for me, but I lean towards.
Is my second favorite. I love it so much. Oh my god! But I haven't played the new one though. Breath of the Wild, I think.
Right.
I want to play it so badly, but I don't have a Switch. I need to buy one, but it seems just so great. I really want to try it out. But yeah, Twilight Princess is just like the graphics are wow, and the wolf thing is really cool also. So
See, y'all are so much better than me. I only use my Switch for Pokemon, and then after that, it just collects dust. I don't use it for anything else.
Dude, that's what mine is like relegated to now. I call it the Nintendo Poke device, bro.
Right, it's a Poke device, and that's it.
But Pokemon is good. I only played like one. I think I played like Ruby Omega, I think, but I need to play more. I played Pokemon Go though. If you played Pokemon Go. I said Pokemon Go. Oh my god, Pokemon Go. My bad.
Yeah, the phenomenon that is Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Right, dude, right. And everybody, people that used to play crap on us when we were younger, like Pokemon. But I seen like so many like these older people like walking around with their phones out playing it. So it's crazy.
People still do it. That's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people.
It's a game for because a lot of people I think they played when they were younger, and now these games are still coming out, so they're like, oh my god, I still want to play Pokemon. I know, it's just like I met so many people that are still playing, and it's just like amazing. It's a game for all ages.
Definitely.
Like really.
Definitely. All right. So what prompted you to start your own webtoon? I know you said like it kind of just happened, but was it like a certain thing that was like, oh, I think I can do this, or was it just like bored in your spare time? And
I think it was just a combination of like I've always wanted to create something, and Webtoon being like a very accessible platform. And yeah, I did have a lot of spare time because it kind of like my project kind of like took life during quarantine. I guess we all had like extra time, so but yeah, everybody, I met a lot of creators actually that told me that they started the Webtoon during quarantine. Oh my god, I can speak, sorry. I met a lot of Webtoon creators that told me that they started the Webtoon during quarantine. Sorry about my pronunciation, but yeah, it was actually a huge thing. I think it was just a huge part of our life that we did not really have like anything to do. Like everybody was just at their home, and so
right.
Project. But yeah, I guess I just always wanted to create something, and so like because when I was younger, like the only option for me was like to go to a publisher or an editor and just like pitch my story and like make an actual like physical book out of it. But I was like 12 years old, so I was like maybe not. And then I like 4 years ago I kind of like downloaded Webtoon, and then realized it was like an actual like self-publishing platform, and so I think that just like gave me the kick to actually make my stuff, so I guess that would be it.
And were you always good at drawing, or was it just something you just dabbled with here and there and just gradually increase your skills in it?
It's a bit weird. My journey with drawing is a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like I always drawn, but I was not very good back in my early age. It's just that one time I stumbled across how do you say that? I just met somebody that was a year younger than me, and I was drawing mangas, and they were doing it so beautifully, and that I just I don't know, I just had this click in my head, and I was like, I want to draw like them. And then from this day, I just bought all these crazy draw mangas kind of art books, and then started to reproduce everything, and just I don't know, it went from there, and then I kind of progressively got a bit better. But I'm still learning. Art is a huge journey. I still have a lot to learn, and honestly, I'm just trying my best to always surpass my current level of art to really try to make my story better, I guess.
So when you first download that Webtoon, because you say you downloaded the Webtoon app 4 years ago, what was the first Webtoon that you picked up and read?
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It was Lore Olympus.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Don't judge me. I write action, but I kind of am a bit of a romance fan, so... And I kept getting those crazy Lore Olympus ads that they're just always on your phone. I was like, oh my god, stop those ads. And then I just lost the fight one day, and I was like, okay, you know what? You win, Webtoon. I will download your app and read. So...
Right.
Lore Olympus.
Wow, I think that's a first.
So now I have to ask you this, because you say you like romance series, and since I am the resident romance Webtoon expert on this panel, out of me and G, what is your favorite? Is Lore Olympus your favorite? Because mine would probably be I Love You. That would probably be my.
Oh yeah. I do agree. I Love You is a very good webtoon. Lore Olympus is not my favorite though. My favorite would be Morgan and Oz currently. I don't know if you guys look at it. It's just, this webtoon is just so amazing in so many levels. The art is so gorgeous, and the characters are just so wholesome. I think this is what really stands out about this webtoon. They're all just so well fleshed out and so distinctive. It's a really good webtoon, honestly. I would definitely recommend. And I think it's not even that romantic. I think the main genre is fantasy, but there's definitely hints of romance in it, but it's really good. But yeah, Lore Olympus was a good one too for a bit. I haven't catch up though. I need to.
You're not the only one. I need to. There's so many. I'm behind.
Too many.
Sometimes I see my webtoon piling up, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to catch up. But
my backlog is horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
God awful.
Not enough time in a day.
definitely. So how did you come up with the idea of Backfire?
Okay, so that is a tricky one because Backfire is this kind of story that was made from the characters. Like it was just a bunch of characters that I brought together and created this lore around it. So basically the first character I created in the Backfire lore is Dylis, who is like not my main character, but like my second main character. I don't quite have a main character for Backfire. I'm just going with the flow and what is going on. And so I created Dylis at first, and I always kind of drew her in this like arena environment as if she was like some kind of gladiator princess or something. And gradually I kind of like I had these bunch of like storyless OC, like they were just OC hanging around the corner, and I was like, you know what, let's just bring all those OC in this arena and make a big like mix of it. And so I kind of like started with this, and then it evolved from here, starting to like add more details into it and add like the crystal idea, and then create different arenas. And just like the more I added details, the more it started to like getting just creating this more concrete idea. And I guess that's how it I came up with this idea. It's not like I had a huge park or anything. It's just like, I don't know, I just brought characters together and it created this environment somehow. It's weird to say.
Cause I thought she was the main character, and then as the story progressed, it looked like maybe Edward was going to be it, and then
yeah. But honestly, it's I don't want to pinpoint any main character in the story, because the more the story goes, the more important some characters are going to like be getting important. Hold on. The more the story goes, the more some characters are going to be more important in the story. And so I can say maybe that there are like maybe 5 main characters. I don't know. I don't like the term main character, because like I don't know, if the reader doesn't like necessarily relate to your main character, you kind of fucked a bit. I don't know. So if you have multiple main character, I guess it's a bit that opens more door in my opinion, but I don't know. I'm not really a writer, so I'm maybe not the best for giving writing advice. So, but yeah, Edwin is definitely also a main character alongside Dylis, probably, and some more to come in the future. So yeah,
I like more characters.
Yeah, I do like stories with a lot of characters. I think it brings some kind of challenges, and more like opportunities for a different situation. And
right, and then more people to like connect with each individual character, because some may not connect with Edward, or some may not connect with Dallas, like connect with some of the other characters. So it's actually good to do that.
Yeah, well, I think it's a good idea. Like, yeah, because it brings like all these different characters with different personalities and different experience, different backstories. So I want to make sure that at least readers can relate to at least one of my characters. Like, maybe not all of them, but just if they like one, for me it's enough. Like, yeah, at least only one. But yeah.
Let's see. If I had to choose my favorite so far, I'll probably say Kaizo. Is it Kaizo or Kaizo?
Oh, yeah. Kaizo.
Yes.
Yeah, I love him.
I like Kaizo so far as being my favorite. Yeah. Just because his status of who he is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah. But this character is actually one of my freaking favorite characters, because he has so much development. Like, I don't want to spoil. Oh my god, I cannot spoil my own story. Okay. It's so hard for me. Oh my god, but yeah, he's actually one of those characters that have so much development going on forward. And like, honestly, his ability right now, we have only seen like 0.2% of what he is capable of. Like, it's just like crazy OP characters that I don't want to spoil too much, but I really love him. Also, he's just like, his personality is just like all kinds of dead inside and outside. So
might be a reason for that. Might be a reason.
Yeah. But yeah, he is great. I love him. I have that a lot of people actually told me he was their favorite, so I'm like, yes, I made it. Okay, so this boy. Yeah, he's actually going to be I'm thinking of him actually as a main character too. He doesn't have a lot of space right now, but he's eventually going to like climb up the story rank a bit in the future. So that's gonna be interesting to see.
Definitely.
But yeah.
That's awesome. How's the reception been, or how you felt about the reception of the series?
So I kind of like I know my story cannot appeal to everybody, and I'm aware of that. Like everybody cannot like the same genres or the same story type or whatever. But even though I kind of told myself that, I just kind of like never expected people to like my story that much. Like I thought like maybe a couple of people would be like, oh my god, it's great. But I've seen so many comments, like it's been so overwhelming. People are just like so amazing, and yeah, like literally the reception has just been so amazing so far. Like I've received a lot of comments by people telling me I should get an anime, and honestly this is just like so crazy for me, because obviously it would be amazing if Backfire like gets an anime sometimes, but in my wildest dream maybe, but just people telling me that, I'm like, oh my god, for real? This I just honestly, I've never expected people to actually care about this story that I've created. Like a lot of people are waiting for my updates and telling me that they love my characters, and just that like it's crazy to see how people are invested as much as I am in this story. And honestly, it's just it's been amazing, and I am so grateful for like all the support I'm beginning on the series as well. So it's really amazing. Thank you for all the people out there who are supporting Backfire.
So how did you because Backfire has a lot of Greek mythology and like a different, like a whole bunch of powers and characters and lore that you're currently building within the series. Well, how did you choose that particular route to go with the whole Greek side of things, versus any other type of mythology or lore?
I think it was what really attracted me was the Roman gladiator kind of vibe. So I really wanted to create a story that was like based around like fictional gladiators. Sometimes it was really the vibe I was going for. Like I love like I don't know if you guys seen the movie Gladiator by Ridley Scott. It's just like such a beautiful movie, and honestly, I just love like the settings. The settings in this movie just kind of make me like go, wow, this is amazing. And honestly, this is the vibe I really want to give Backfire, even though it's not really like, because at first it was more historical than it is right now. But I kind of realized I cannot really mix. Well, I could have, but it would have been complicated to mix like I feel like the Roman setting with my story. So I decided to kind of base myself on that and just like create this kind of new fictional settings and environment out of it. But it's still kind of, I don't know. It's just I really love the vibe of like Roman gladiator stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. Sorry.
Nothing wrong with that.
I repeat myself a lot sometimes.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you literally took Gladiator and added some fantasy to it, so mix of two great things. So
definitely.
Yes. But yeah, so Roman mythology, I just love it.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Is it hard coming up with the powers for different characters, or is that pretty much an easy part for you?
Well, it's easy because at first it was hard because I did not have like a kind of now it's easy, but before I did not have like this kind of bloodline system to base myself around it. So I just kind of gave like random powers to any characters I could think of, and then after I realized that it was a bit of a mess, and my characters were just like there were not a lot of there was no power system or anything, and so then I creating like the bloodlines and all, and giving like those crests, so from the bloodline they come up to, that's easier for me to like give them an ability. And it's hard to come up with the names. Like I'm trying to sound anime-esque when I make it, but it's hard. Like every time I go to my brother and I'm like, give me an attack name now, and he's like, Holy Ray of Light, and I'm like, no, give me something better.
Like lame, something better.
Yeah, I don't know. Attack names are really hard, and that's really the thing I'm struggling with. I'm trying to make them as cool as possible, but yeah, sometimes it's just like
sometimes you just gotta go with what you have.
Yeah, I mean,
but see, the good thing about it is you might have a attack name now, but as the story progresses, they can learn new abilities and stuff, and then you forget about that. Forget about
exactly.
that. Just leave it behind.
Yeah.
Or one of the names becomes fitting for an attack that you develop later. So
exactly, that's a good idea. Yeah, I love that. But yeah, so the powers now, because I have bloodline, they're more easy to come up with. So I have this bloodline that are really clear right now. I have some that are still open for characters slot. Like I still have places, but I have some that, for the sake of the story, only have like 5 characters in it. And they all have abilities that are very specific to the bloodline, and also it kind of became easier. It kind of became easier for me to like give them meaningful abilities that are useful for the plot. So I guess, yeah, that's it for now.
Yeah. So, you announced that you are entering the call to action contest that Webtoon is holding. How is it so far? Like, what was the process like of you entering and then starting your I guess pretty much one shot of your act of a, I don't know, like the whole ins and outs of everything.
Yeah. So first explain what call to action is,
Yes.
and then go further into what you're bringing to call to action.
Okay, so the call to action contest is actually a contest for us creators to create a one shot. I think the minimum panel is 60, but I don't know how if that's interesting right now to know. But okay, so basically it's a chance for us creator to create a one shot based on, well, an action one shot. And that would act as a pilot for us to kind of pitch our story ideas to the Webtoon editors, and the top 3 winners will win a Webtoon original contract, which is kind of like, I think, what every Webtoon creator wants to achieve at some point. Not every Webtoon creator. I know some of them don't want it, but I mean, most of us do. So
you would think.
Yeah. But it's a very good opportunity, and I think it's great, honestly. It's a very good opportunity. So entering the call to action contest for me has been, I think, it was it was an experience. Okay, so at first when I saw the contest, I was like, oh my god, I have to enter this. But then I became so like in my head, because it's been like 4 months since I haven't updated Backfire because Cole has been just so crazy. And I was planning on actually taking my summer break to work on Backfire, and this came up, and I was like, no, now I have to work on this, and I cannot work on Backfire in the meantime. So this was my first reaction, but then after all, I kind of thought about it, and I was like, you know what, this would be stupid to miss out on this opportunity, because there are contracts on the line, and honestly, I would lie if I said I was not interested in the contract. So yeah, so eventually I decided to participate. The only problem though is that in the rules it's stated at some point that you can enter with your current series, but new content is strongly advised. So no, strongly recommended. My bad. Yeah, so new content is strongly recommended, and so at first I thought of entering with Backfire, like a revamped episode, how do you pronounce that? A rebooted episode of episode 1, and just like, you know, throw it in and be like, whatever happens. But then thinking about it, I was like, you know, it's not exactly new content, and I don't think I would be putting myself. I don't think I would, like, it would put me at disadvantage if I do that. So instead, I came up with like this prequel idea, which is still Backfire without really being Backfire, because it's not like necessarily the same character, but it's still somehow related to my story. Because when the one shot sorry, my bad, I can't pronounce it. When the one shot ends, it relates automatically to my main story. And so that was the goal, but technically it is new content. So,
yeah.
Well, I don't know how.
Like a similar story in the same world of Backfire.
Exactly. Yeah, that automatically. Oh my god, I can pronounce that. Automatically connect to the main.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Like, I don't know how much of an advantage I have. I don't think I have an advantage because it's not technically new content, but I mean it is without being whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
content
gonna
within a source that already exists, but it should be alright. See
why
it wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess sometimes I'm just anxious and get in my head about these kinds of things. But honestly, I'm just gonna give it my all, give it my best shot, and see what happens. And you know, I'm going there with the best attitude possible, and I'll be happy if I did. I wouldn't be happy if I didn't give it my best. So I'm just gonna give it my best and see what happens. So yeah.
And have you completed your one shot, or are you still working on it?
It's nearly done. I am like so the way I work is really weird. Like I do like a bunch of panel in like I have 6 pages, and I do like 5 panel in each page, and then I go back and start doing the ones I missed. And so right now I have on every 6th page, but it's not done. Like I still need to go back to page 1 and finish. So I would say it's probably like 75% done. 75% done. So. But it would be up on the first day of the contest, so I will try my best to get it done by then. Probably will.
So when is that? When's that deadline?
So the deadline, I think. So okay, the contest start on the June 1st. And I think it's the best. Honestly, in my opinion, I think June 1st is the best moment to post your entry, because this is when there will be the the hype will be at its climax.
Right.
I think
Most advertisement, most everything.
Yeah. People will be reading the entries because they will be like new entry coming out like in a flash. So people will just be like, oh my god, let's read the entry. So I think this is your best time to post, because I think you might get a lot of subscribers from just posting during the first line hype. And also because like 40% of the criterias are engagement based. And so if you post the first day, you have, I think, two other months for people to just kind of go read and engage with your story. So I think that's, because if you post the last day, it's a vintage.
Yeah, less time for the engagement. Yeah, that's actually great
so
point.
I'm trying to giving all the shots I can. No, it's like giving me all the possibility. No, how do you say that? Oh my God. I'm taking all chances I can.
Yeah, give you the best chance possible to win.
Exactly. Thank you.
I got you. No problem. So how long does it take you to do the panels for your one shot, or for the actual Backfire series in general?
So for the actual Backfire series, it's not that long. Like I tried to put myself a 1 hour timer per panel. It's like 30 minutes of line art, because line art is so deadly for me. Like I'm such a perfectionist, and I hate doing line art. Like it's horrible, because I always draw a tiny line in it, and I'm like, oh my god, no, it's not straight. So I erase and then I go back, and just horrible. But I try to put myself like a 1 hour timer per panel, because if I go over that, then I start just like going into this thing where I'm like, I do like 3 panels a day, and then the night before the release, I kind of panic and then like just do like all the panels there is to do left, and yeah, it's not always the best result. And for my one shot, this is more tricky because I'm trying to really give it my all and give it my best shot. So I'd say maybe 3 hours per panel. Sometimes I can spend on. I'm really trying my best to up like my fighting scenes game for this. Giving myself the best chance possible. So yeah, I do. Sorry, because it's 3 hours per panel, and I have like 87 panels to do, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna get it? But I see one panel, but I try to see like I try to see it day by day. Okay,
that's the best way to go about it. Just take it day by day and just keep trugging along. You'll get to the finish line.
And every mindset. Hey. Yeah, I'm like my 50 panels left. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. No, that's not true. I don't cry. God.
So how sure you're gonna make it that June 1st deadline? Like, are you 100% sure?
100% sure? Yeah, 100% sure. Because at that June 1st deadline, I'm also trying to have episode 12 of Backfire done by then. So either way, I have to come up with like, yeah. So what my plan is right now is like to try to finish it tomorrow, like the most I can, and then the next week I'm gonna try to do like episode 12. But I'm probably not gonna finish. Like I always have like these crazy deadline in my head that I never meet. I'm an overachiever somehow, but I just never meet my deadline. And then after I'm gonna take like the 3 first, like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before the contest to just like finish everything, and then have fit upload by 9 p.m. at night. I mean, I am confident I'm gonna reach that deadline, but I don't know how pretty it's gonna be.
I'm sure it'll be just fine.
Oh, thank you guys for believing in me. I'm trying my best.
No problem. So, what you gonna do if you win the call to action? How would you feel?
Honestly, I think it would be like really amazing. It would be the best feeling in the world, because obviously, I've been kind of gunning for that Webtoon original contract. Like I kind of want it, but at the same time, I do not want to put too much hope on winning this contest, because there are going to be such amazing. Oh my god, I pronounced that so Frenchly. Amazing artists are going to be participating. So honestly, like if I win, it would be like the best feeling in the world. And well, if I win the contract, that would mean that I get to work with an editor, and I would reboot my series completely for it to be like the best version possible. And so this would be amazing, because it would also give me like my kind of dream job. But obviously I'd have to finish like my bachelor degree before that, because my parents won't let me just go off and do comics for the rest of my life without having my degree. So they're just gonna be like, yo, finish your degree first and then make comics for the rest of your life. we don't care. But yeah, honestly, it would just be so amazing to finally get this opportunity and just get my story out there to reach its full potential, I guess. Like have Backfire reach its full potential and reach most people possible. It would just be like an amazing dream come true, I think. So yeah, it would be amazing.
Definitely. I definitely agree it would be amazing.
It would. But yeah, I don't want to push too much hope on that. Like, it's not my... Yes, it's my goal, but I keep telling myself, don't push too much hope because you're going to be deceived at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just giving it my best shot and see what happens, so...
Well, if you win it, though, what's the plan?
Oh, so what's the plan? Yeah. So if I win it, the plan would be obviously to, like... well, I think... that by then I'd be assigned with an editor, so I think rebooting my whole story and see how I can like make it better and just like yeah, it's just like see how I can tell it in a better ways and oh my god, I'm off for words. Sorry. Yeah. So see how it can reach its full potential, and then that means I would reboot it as a Webtoon original, and it would obviously reach more readers because the original platform has well, they have more promotion.
More advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, more advertisement. That's a better word. Promotion is more a bit of Franglicism.
Mm-hmm.
You can say Anglicism, but I don't know if Franglicism is a word. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, obviously it would. Yeah, I would reboot it, and then it would reach more people, and so I think that would be the plan for now, and see where that takes me. And I mean, if I get an anime someday, that would be nice too. But I don't want to put that too much.
Now, if you had an anime, who would you want to animate it? What
oh
studio?
my god, I don't know. I would lean maybe Mappa Studio. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, Mappa is very good, especially with Jujutsu Kaisen. I love everything. So I don't know. Mappa I think would be like the main studio we'd gone for. But like if any studio would offer me an anime, I would just be like, oh yeah, let's go. Like,
right.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be nice. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to put too much hope on that, and just having my story out there is enough for me. So yeah, I'm real happy with that for now.
Sounds good
to
me.
Dope.
Definitely sounds good to me. So
yes, sir.
So as of this point in time, how long do you see Backfire going for? Like as far as the length of the series, if you know, if you don't know, that's fine. But
no, I do know, but like I don't know exactly what's going to happen to every single episode, but I have so much planned for Backfire. Like I have something around like 500 episode planned for Backfire. Like I have so much. Yeah, honestly, this story has been going on in my head for like I think 4 years now, but it's just I've been thinking about it like for so long and spending so much time planning it. So I have like I think around 100 episodes for season 1, 200 episodes for season 2, and something around like 150 episode for season 3 or something. So it's gonna be a long story, and honestly, I just don't want it to stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my life work. So, but yeah, it's gonna go for a long time, and I'm never gonna stop until it's finished. So, I have people telling me like, "Oh, don't stop your story." I'm like, "No, don't worry, I'm not gonna stop it." No. People are just they've been texting me like, "Oh, please don't stop." I'm like, "No, it's fine. No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna finish it and be like, hell yeah, I made 100. No, not 100. I made 500 episodes."
So everybody listening, you know you have a long time until Backfire is completed.
Please, come read my series.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bit slow on updating, but I mean, if I'm on Webtoon original, I would update once a week. So
yeah.
Give me a contract, people. No, I'm kidding. Oh boy. So yeah, something wrong. 50 episodes. No, not 50. I keep saying 50. Like I'm so bad with like English numbers. 500 episodes. Like I have this time.
500 is a lot.
That's
still
yeah.
That's great.
Like my grandma's reading my work. My grandma is like one of my biggest fans. I love her so much, and she's reading my comic, and she keeps telling me, "So how many episodes are you going to make?" And I'm like, "I'm." 500.
So she's hooked. That's why she's like, how many?
It's like, how many episodes? She's like, 500. And I'm like, yeah.
Now, would you now is 500 the plan, or do you see yourself going beyond 500?
I could easily go beyond 500. Like roughly right now with what I have planned, I like kind of like round it over to 500, but it could easily go higher than that because Season 1 is all planned. Season 2 is kind of planned. Like I have all my major events, but I still need to like kind of like plan it out like in
Like,
detail. Yeah, exactly. Like get there. Like, but all major events are already like fleshed out and all. But I still need like the kind of like little transition in between. And season 3 is a bit more like shallow, not calling like blurry. I don't know what's the word, but it's a bit vague for now. Like I have like 2 major events that are going to happen, but I still have place for other kind of events that could happen in between. I could even have a 4th season. I don't know. I just know how it ends, but I don't know. I still have place and room for more story development. So yeah.
All right, so back to grandma real quick. So have you shown her something that no one else has seen, and if you did, how was her reaction? Did you blow her mind?
I have not. I'm trying to like, because my grandma is she's so funny. She's like trying to get spoilers out of me every time. And I'm like,
you've shown her like a character, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!"
Oh, maybe I have. Wait, maybe I have shown her a character at one time because I had made another story before Backfire for the short story contest 2 years ago. It was called something like Faded Memories. Honestly, it wasn't that good, but I was attached to 2 main characters that I brought them back in Backfire. Like one of them, I don't know, his name is Niall. He's the arena master for the Purple Arena. So he was the main character in my other short story, and the other one just arrived at the end of chapter 11. And so I showed this character to my grandma beforehand before publishing the episode, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that character," and I was like, "Yeah," but I don't think I've gave her any major spoilers yet, because if I mean, I would be screwed, because if I told her like 1 spoilers, I would have to tell her the whole story after that, because I can't put myself.
I could just imagine. That's just funny.
Yeah, but she's so amazing. Like she reads all my comics. She's like, "Oh my god, when are you publishing?" Like yesterday, she was thinking I was publishing my 1-shot like yesterday night. She was like, "Is it tonight?" And I was like, "No, it's in 2 weeks." She's just like, "Oh damn, I have to wait 2 weeks." She's one of the biggest support, and I love her, honestly.
That's so dope. Shout out to grandma.
Definitely.
Yeah, shout out to my grandma.
Now a question I know some might want to know. When it comes to death with certain characters, we all know in every series, you know, everybody has their fan favorites.
Yes.
Are you a storyteller that doesn't mind killing off a fan favorite if it serves a good purpose for the story, or are you more like, I try to keep everyone together the best I can, but you know, sometimes. You know.
So I don't want it. I mean, I don't have a problem with killing off characters. I'm gonna tell you that I don't have a problem. And if this character that I'm planning on killing off eventually becomes a fan favorite, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh well, too bad."
Really? So you have no feeling towards your characters. Like you'll be like, "Oh, this one's gonna touch my heart." And you just like, whatever, dead.
I need this dead for the plot purposes. Like, bam. No. At first, I'm always sad. Like, there's this character I need to kill off at some point. I don't want to speak too much about it, but there's this character that I need to kill off. Actually, there's a lot of characters that I need to kill off eventually, but there's this character I was so sad about killing off, but I was like, I need to kill off this character. I cannot, the character cannot live off any longer. Like, I just need to kill it. But I was so sad doing this, but I knew it was the best decision possible for the whole story, because like, I don't know. I don't want to tell too much about it, but
wait till grandma find out about that one.
Yep, grandma ain't gonna like that one.
He's not thought about it yet. Like only and like so I write my own story, but I have my mom and my brother that do help me a lot with the story development, and they do know about these kind of details. Anyway, I shout out to my mom and my brother. They're like the best, my best co-creator. So they help me a lot with all story wise. So they are the only one that know about like this kind of characters that, but no other people know. I'm not spoiling this. I cannot spoil it.
No, you're good.
Definitely don't spoil it, because I want to see everybody's reactions.
No, because grandma gonna come after us. Because we didn't even tell her. You gave us an exclusive in that matter. No, don't.
Yeah.
We don't need no smoke with grandma.
No.
Good.
No. Love that. I can't tell my grandma. I can't tell any stories.
So what has been your favorite character to draw? Or do you have a character that you haven't brought yet to the series that you love drawing?
Well, I will have to go with Dylis. I think she is my favorite to draw because she's just so expressive. Like, she always has those kind of angry face and like those very like, she's always mad, she's always angry, or she's just like having a full-on crisis. So I mean, it's just hilarious to draw her expression, and I think that would be my favorite. But I also have my personal favorite character in Backfire has not appeared yet. And I don't know if I'd say I like to draw them because they're so hard to draw. Like, you know, this kind of character that you can never portray how you want to draw them. Yeah, so I don't know if my favorite character would be my favorite to draw, but yeah, I would go with Dialis at this point. She's just so funny. I love drawing her expression. She's kind of because she's so transparent. Like, unlike Kaizo is just like his expression are like dead inside, and dead inside, but like a happy dead inside and like an angry dead inside. So I don't know. It's just he's hard to draw, but Dialis is just so transparent that it's funny and I don't know. It's just fun to draw. So I would go with her. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Beautiful.
So if this whole
dead inside,
a lot of dead inside.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I remember texting my friend. I was like, "Oh my god, I have to." Like, the episode was coming in. I was like, "Oh my god, why can I not draw him?" And she was like, "Why do you think you cannot draw him?" And I was like, "I think he's just it's expression. Like, he's always so dead inside that it's hard to draw." But I have to draw like the dead inside happy and the dead inside dead. No,
it's
not
like
dead inside.
happy resting bitch face.
Exactly, like it's exactly happy resting bitch face. How do you do that? It's just such a silent. Honestly, I love this character so much. I'm like, I'm gonna give it my best, and well, if it doesn't look dead inside happy, then whatever. It's just gonna look dead inside. So that's it for it. Yeah, but I would have to settle with Dialis. I think she's the funniest one. But yeah.
Now I do want to kind of circle back to the call to action because so let's say hypothetically, let's say you win and your one shot is a prequel to Backfire. Now let's say we win, and would you make the reboot of Backfire with that prequel?
I do not know. Honestly, I've been thinking the same thing because I'm like, I don't know if I would make it that way because it's a bit, the prequel is a bit like an untold story that I was not intending on saying in the main story, that is not really important for it. But I feel like the way I've done it in the prequel is like interesting enough for people to be like interested by it, intrigued by it. But I don't know if I would reboot it. I don't think I would reboot it with this chapter, but I don't know like what are the rules about it. Like if I enter with this, will people want to see this when the series launch? I don't know, because obviously Backfire starts with the death of like Dias' brother, so you're like, okay, well, but if I add this chapter, it's gonna be like, oh, the fight with Dias' brother and then death of Dias' brother and then new character. Yeah. So I don't know if it's gonna be weird. I don't know. I guess I'll have to see. If I win, I'm gonna maybe try to see if I can make it work or not, and go from there, I think. But I don't know. I've been thinking about it too. It's a good question. I don't even know myself what I would do.
I don't know. The fans may want that prequel, you know, going into the.
I mean, if the response are positive and well, yeah, if the response, is that a word? Like if the
yeah. No, you're good. But I mean, if it wins, that kind of means it was.
Yeah, that kind of means positive. You might have to add that
like
in some kind of way. Now it could be a flashback. You know, you might could do it that way.
Because if I get an original contract, I can make longer episodes. So maybe you could just like have this episode and then just throw my prologue in it, and because it will be longer. Because right now I am limited in my amount of files I can upload. Because I don't know why they do this, but like Webtoon Canvas has a limited upload of files, which really sucks in my opinion. Like, why would you limit us? But like Webtoon original creators don't. So, I mean, if I'm an original, I could make a bigger chapter, so it would make sense with the story and all. But I guess if the fan love it, I will keep it. But yeah,
sounds good. So everyone, she wins. The prequel may stay. So definitely make sure to go and vote and everything if you want to see that prequel.
Yeah, go vote. Go vote and say if you want it or not.
Definitely.
I will see. I mean, I may not want to redraw it from scratch because I don't know if I have to redraw everything. I think I have to redraw everything, but I wouldn't mind redrawing my whole series. But this one shot, I don't know. Maybe if it's good enough, I can keep it. But I'm not very familiar with an original rules, so I don't know.
Makes sense. All right, so as we're wrapping up, we have to ask this: what are your top 5 favorite webtoon series right now, or do you even have time to read series?
I do read them. It's like it's part of my routine. Every night I go to bed, I read my webtoon before sleeping. So yeah, I do read webtoon a lot. And this is hard because, as I told you guys before, I am an action creator, but I read mostly romance on webtoon. So I think my top 5 would be like romance wise. My top type, my top type. Yes, I can speak. My top 5. Would be Morgan and Oz. I just really love this webtoon. It's honestly, if you haven't read it, it's one of the best. Even if so amazing, so cute and wholesome. If not, I really love Romance 101. I think it's because of like the characters' expression. They're also really funny, and the way they're drawn, they're all having those really meme faces, like meme-like faces, and it's just amazing. I love the expression and all. But if we're not talking romance-wise, I think I would go with Honor de Neri. That's a classic. I think everyone's. It's really good. I love Purple Yasing too. It has amazing art, good story, good storyline. It's just a very good webtoon, and I really love it. And also, my last one would be Not Even Bones. I think I know it's a book. I haven't read the book yet, but the webtoon itself is just amazing. It's so well written. The characters are all like super well developed, and also I really love it. Yeah, I love it too.
All right. So
I could also say Tower of God. I love Tower of God, but I haven't finished the whole thing.
I was like, did you say Tower of God?
Because I was about to ask you, now that you kind of went on your romance, I was going to ask you your favorite action and fantasy stuff.
Well, the thing is that
he just needed to hear Tower of God in there. That's all it was.
That is true. That is true.
He just at some point you had to say Tower of God, or this interview would play like Tim.
You watch the anime Tower of God, like
yeah,
the anime too. I have my family. The thing is that they haven't read the webtoon, so they couldn't understand shit. And I was like, okay, so this happened, and I had to explain everything to them. But it was funny. It's a very good webtoon. I just haven't caught up with it. Like I haven't. There's just so many episodes, and I'm like, I think I'm mid-season 2 or something. I really need to catch up and just finish it at some point when I have more time. So I'm gonna binge watch.
So it sounds like you're in the beginning of, well, probably the beginning part of the Hell Train arc.
Yeah, no, I've read the Hell Train arc. I think I was at the Hidden Floor arc.
Oh, okay. The Hidden Floor.
Yeah, the Hidden Floor arc. I think I was something around there.
Okay, so you're pretty much at the end of season 2.
The end of season 2. Okay, I thought the season 2 would go a bit longer for that.
Yeah, you're pretty much at the end.
Happen. I've been spoiled by so many people, like what's going to happen in season 3 and all. So I'm like, okay, I'm just waiting for these moments to happen. But honestly, it's a great series, so well fleshed out and all. And I just need to. Oh my god, I need to like grab my phone and just binge read everything. I really need to, like, before season 2. Do you guys know if there's gonna be like season 2? I've just been waiting for it, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
We're waiting just like you. We have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been like 2 years since season 1 came out, and I
wish they tell us too. The
pandemic messed up everything, so it's hard to say because you have series that like went on like 3-year hiatus and then returned.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Classroom Elite came back after what, 4 years, and
same with Shield Hero, Rising of the Shield Hero. It took them forever to
but also
Attack on Titan too. It took I think 4 or 5 years in between.
Go there.
Yeah.
I don't think the petty had nothing to do with that one. It was just awesome.
But also you have what was it? Retired Demon Lord. Is that I forgot. No, part time.
Devil is a part timer.
Yeah, Devil is a part timer. That came back after 6 years. So sometimes I guess it just takes a while. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it does. But it's funny because I was talking about this. I do read romance webtoon, but I watch a lot of anime though. So I think most of my inspiration comes from anime. I think I was trying to get the correlation between the fact that I wasn't reading a lot of action comics. I do read some, but it's not my main genres or anything. But Tower of God is a really good one. I'll give you that. I just need to catch up, but yeah,
I'm perfectly.
These are good.
That's all I need
to read. God of High School. I also need to read that. I haven't. So I've heard it's very good. My brother watched the anime and he told me the anime was very good too. So I need to get into that. I will.
Yeah, the animation was good. The storytelling was kind of trash, but
for which one?
Here.
God of High School.
Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna speak on that. just wasn't
Oh no.
the best.
It was good. Oh, it was the best. Okay, I thought you were gonna say that. Oh, it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Yeah, the animation was good, but
yeah,
the way
art and animation is good, but
yeah, the animation was great, but the way that they told the first season story, no.
Okay, because I think my brother hasn't read the Webtoon, so he was just like, oh well, the anime.
Oh,
the anime.
maybe. I don't know. I can see how you can like it in that perspective.
Yeah, if you just see the anime, I think.
Yeah,
It's good perspective, like you haven't seen the original, so you're just like going with the flow with anime, and also maybe it's more enjoyable. I don't know.
If you read that and you watched that, you'd have been like, "What?"
You're right.
Again,
the first episode, I think they skipped 15 or 30 chapters. The first,
it was crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We got chapters though. You have so many details and so many things. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
missed so much.
Yeah, it was.
They did like 100. Well, like maybe like 130. They summed up 130 episodes in like an 8 episode
in 13 episodes.
Something like that.
That's so many episodes. Like you cannot skip that much. Like I just feel like it's gonna miss something. But
no, you miss a lot.
Yeah,
like
you
miss a lot. Characters. Arcs. It was like jumping arcs.
Because when one thing that a lot of people didn't understand was when the whole Mira, Dowie, and Mori situation at the wedding, they was like, why do we care if she's getting married or not? Because, I mean, granted, that part of the story was just, it felt weird just reading it, but because we had all of the explanation and we got to see him go through the story, it was like, okay, now it makes sense. But then when you're skipping so many chapters and you're putting it in anime form, it's like, why should we care if she gets married or not? Why should they care if she gets married or not?
Exactly. They never broke down why do they care about her getting married. It's never.
It's just like, oh, we're friends. Like we just met last episode. I don't know.
Getting married now.
But I hate you. Don't get married. Like
right. We just met you 2 episodes ago. Don't get married. We're friends. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like I had the same problem. Like I don't know if you guys, it's a problem with you guys, but like when I watch like an action anime or like when I read a webtoon anime, I'm not a fan of like romance in action. Like, and especially if 2 characters get married without the context, I'm just gonna be like, what? Why? Give me some explanation.
You know what it is too. A lot of that when you get action or romance in the action, a lot of it's just like too cliche.
Yeah.
Too cliche. I'm so tired of it. Like, honestly, I don't know why I hate this so much. I think it's just because, like, I want to read action for reading action. I don't want to read action and have, like, this hidden romance in between, and it's just, like, so obvious from the start. And it's just, like, ugh. It makes me want to drop a series because of it. Like,
it's the shippers.
I don't know.
Shippers.
The shippers. Oh, my God.
The shipping community is a very strong community.
It's such strong. It's very strong. I'm gonna lie. I had some people telling me they were shipping like my 2 main characters. I was like, not gonna happen.
I can see that. I can see that. You should have said, yeah, not gonna happen. She's gonna kill him later on. You just have to wait.
I have to
just spoil it, huh? I'm gonna tell you right now, she's killing her.
Yeah,
get rid of it. Get that out your head.
They're gonna kill each other later on, so don't.
Yeah, I'm just like, even if we're gonna kill each other, I'm gonna kill one of them off. So it's just like problem resolved. No.
Sometimes I wonder if people do that just because they get tired of the questions. They be like, you know what? I'm just kill them off. Finish, get rid of
so you're like, hey, I killed this character. You cannot ship them anymore.
Right.
Because they're dead and they're still alive somehow. I don't know.
Then the internet will start coming up with theories of how you're gonna bring them back.
Yeah.
After you kill them.
Be like, well,
they'll start coming up with their own retcon. Like, you know what? They're gonna find this, and then it's gonna bring them back.
Or they'll be like, you know what? Maybe
you're like, what?
Maybe they're actually not dead. It was a misdirect. They want you to think they're dead just so they can come back later.
They disappear, but like somehow they were like unconscious, but they were not dead. They were just looking like they were dead.
Yep.
Then they were dragged away from the scene, and then they came back 3 years ago with different hair color and eye color. You're like, woo!
Yeah.
No difference.
Went on vacation, so everything's good.
Exactly. They got this special haircut, and now they're all like,
isn't that crazy? Yeah, they get a haircut and they come back more badass than ever. Like the haircut made their badass level go up 10.
It's the hairstyles, man. It's all about the hairstyles.
Oh yeah, I love hairstyles. But oh my god, I this character in my call to action entry, and I don't know what went to my head, but I gave him like this huge, like kind of mohawk with like a braid at the end. And honestly, it's like the most hard hairstyle I ever drawn in my life. And I'm like, it looks so cool. But then I'm so mad at myself for making that because it's so hard to draw at every panel.
Every single panel, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Especially from bird eye view. Like I don't know how to draw like a mohawk from bird eye view. It just looks like, I don't know, tiny spikes. I don't know. It's hard to draw. It really is. Oscar. Yeah. Oh my god, I said it. I said Oscar. Oh my, sorry, French.
It's all good.
My bad.
You're good.
It's all good. No worries. But we definitely want to thank you for making time and coming out.
Well, thank you for inviting me, you guys. It was just so fun talking with you. Like, thank you so much.
No problem. No problem. Also, everyone, make sure to go and subscribe to Backfire. Link for that will be in the description below. Also, call to action. June 1st, go and vote for Backfire.
Yeah,
make sure she wins.
Go
vote.
I got a contract.
Right. Help her get a contract.
Once she win, we'll get her back so she can tell us about her future plans.
Right. And we maybe if grandma doesn't do it first, we can find out who and what character dies off in the future.
I don't know. I feel like I said too much. Like everybody's gonna be expecting a dead character soon.
Every comment is gonna be like, "Is this the character that's going to die?"
Well, just know that it could happen any time between now and 500 more episodes.
Yep. So just be prepared. It's going to happen.
It's somewhere in between.
Right. Just know that somewhere in between them 500.
Yeah, between
maybe more.
1 and 500 is there.
Yeah. Oh no. Comments in my section like, is this the character who's gonna die? I feel some foreshadowing. Oh no.
Oh, you're gonna get plenty of those.
Anytime somebody gets beat up, they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're gonna die."
Yep.
Oh no. Is this the episode? They're gonna assume every episode's a cliffhanger for their death.
Yep. Oh, you should do that. You should do that.
Cliffhanger where characters are like near death, and I'm like, deal with it. And then the movie's gonna be like, oh my god, does he die? That character.
Do that. Do a cliffhanger right before it's confirmed if they're dead or not.
Oh no, that would be horrible. It would never.
Get up in an uproar.
But it'd be a great uproar because everybody would come back for the next one just to see if they actually died.
Oh no, that's so sad. Oh my character's dead. Hey, oh no.
If it happens, y'all can blame us. Y'all can blame us if it happens.
Yeah. It's our fault, not mine. No, that's so true. Okay. Oh my god.
All right. So, is there anything you want to say before we head out?
Read Backfire. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Thank you for watching, I guess, and well, thank you guys for having me again. I feel like I've said that 3 times already.
All good.
But so much. It's really nice, and I just feel so happy to be here. So I feel like I should said that at the start.
It's all good. It's all good. All right.
Sorry about that. So thank you so much. It was amazing.
No problem. All right, everyone. We will catch you guys next time. And until then, we're out. Peace.
Peace.